death row. And since I came in the game, their careers on death row.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So Riley got a new podcast, and oh my god, interesting. If you know, you know. Check this out.
I only been in love like I think one time. Once I knew I messed that up, I'm in the gym every day going crazy. Like she see me, she gonna see like, damn, I f***ed up. I want to go get some more money. When she see me, I'm rich and I'm in shape. Ooh, she gonna regret this. So it made me so ferocious by the pain I went through. I'm talking about tears now. I was like, damn, that was my fault. I was fucking a bitch in her car. I was doing dumb shit. So I always been in a position of power and just stepping on women and you gotta love me, I'm the one. I never was like, okay, let me give and take. But I told her, don't get married because I'm gonna come back and get you on a millionaire. So I know you regret it, baby. Didn't I tell your ass to get no damn kids and get married on me? Jack.
Not you fucking the bitch said, but don't go nowhere.
Yeah, for sure, because I still ain't got no kids or nothing.
Is it not an option for you to go get her?
Oh no. Once you have a kid like on me like that, I ain't taking care of nobody else's kid like that. I can't do it.
So you could cheat on her 100 times,
Yeah.
take advantage of her.
Most
and then when
definitely.
she moved on, you can't take care of her extension.
Now I didn't do no permanent damage. See, I ain't got no
So you
kids.
did permanent damage to her heart.
On the contrary, that sounds exactly up Riley's alley. So now you're wondering, why did I preface the video like this to start off? Well, if you recall, if you do remember, because it's been a while, MilagroGramz from my radio and Ali used to do a podcast together on Station Head every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. And for a while, we were wondering, why did it all of a sudden just stop happening? You know, Millie wouldn't really address it, but she would always say, you know, that's Raw's her girl, and, you know, they're not on bad terms, and blase, blase, blase. Well, Raw Ali posted this video in regards to the new podcast of the day, and now Millie has finally said her piece. And you can tell she's hurt. But I want you to fully hear what she said, and then I'll come back and tell you how I feel. And shout out to Coffee City, because, girl, I'll be getting screenshots and recordings from Station Head, but that's all you, girl. I love you. Check this out.
Host it myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anything else to say besides I showed up and I did what I was supposed to do. You know, I put a lot into it. I put so much into it that I literally was sexually assaulted on a Tuesday at a massage place. You know about that. I told you about that, right? And I still went to work because I felt like, well, there are still obligations and there are still things to do and you have to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to da 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 da. And that speaks to trauma because nobody asked me to do that. And you could put that at the back of your mind. And I could have said something and I could have taken the time off, or I could have said not today. I could have done that, but I didn't. Because I felt like I put my name on something and I said I'm going to show up and I'm going to do it. I never missed an episode of On Site. Ever. Ever. Because I never wanted to not do my part. So it did make me feel away to see acknowledgement in this space, but no acknowledgement otherwise. So please understand, the reciprocity shit is not just a Daystar thing. It's no, people have other shit going on in their lives, right? So by the time I see this, I'm like, well, damn, like what about the audience and what about me? And I'm gonna just have a candid conversation with you. That's the question I had in my head. What about the audience? Because that's the first reason why I was like, well, damn. And then what about me? Right? Okay. So at this point, because obviously I don't feel like we're going to get a conversation and, you know, we're not going to get acknowledged in that way. I'm not going to get acknowledged in that way because after you come to certain realizations, I feel like everything after that don't matter. So even if On Site, when they did a post, it wouldn't even matter because it's done now. You understand what I'm saying? So the reason why I'm even bringing this up is because I wanted to preface having this conversation I'm about to have with you. To be very clear about what happened with On Site. And it's going to be one and done. Me and Ra Ali did not fall out. We did not get into an argument. There was nothing negative. Nothing negative. No, 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 no. Nothing like that at all. One day, Rod just came to me and she said, listen, I don't know what we're going to do in terms of speaking to the audience. We were supposed to come forward and we had agreed on doing a show to do a send off. It never happened. But all it was Ross saying, listen, I don't give a fuck about celebrity news. And she said that on the show. I don't give a fuck about celebrity news. So I'm not getting up on Tuesdays interested in doing the show. So I don't want to do it no more. That's it. Literally. I got a text one day and that's what was said. And I said, okay, because she's made that comment before. So I believe it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's a discussion we need to have. I feel like your mind made up. I feel like, yeah, you said that on air. I don't give a fuck. So by the time she's telling me privately, I don't give a fuck about this shit. I believe you. I believe you. Okay. So she was like, I don't know what, anything I do will look like moving forward, but I no longer want to do this. And so we had a conversation about doing a final episode, speaking with y'all, and then just moving forward. So it's really that simple. There was no beef, or there was no falling out. There was nothing like that. Literally nothing like that. It simply was she didn't want to do it no more. And that's fine. The new podcast, if you notice, is not geared towards celebrities. This speaks to the lack of interest in the other show, because this already, to me, has more effort being put into it than the other show, period. We never came back with a visual after COVID. Nobody was clipping anything to put, to put out and to make look pretty and to market. You understand? Even out the gate, more effort and energy is being put into. Well, not out the gate, I wouldn't say. Well, I do feel like effort was put into the show at a time, and then COVID happened, and then after that, shit changed. But I feel like already more effort is being put into this. This same effort could have gone into the other show, but it wasn't because of what? A lack of interest. So at the end of the day, I do believe Rob when she says, look, I'm not interested in being or doing something that's focused on this. I want to talk about this. I do believe that. People gonna take shit and make it what the fuck they want it to be. Like I see trolls saying, well, Rod not fucking with you because you bad for business. And like people gonna say whatever the fuck they want to say. And they gonna make whatever narrative they want to make. I didn't want to have a discussion about it without Ra, because I don't like talking about shit that concerns other people without them, so that they can speak to what they want to speak to and they can address. I don't like talking around people. So if the person can be present, that's great. And then, okay, great. And so I didn't want to have a conversation without her. And how long has it been? And then now a new show coming out. And so, of course, I'm getting inundated with messages and I'm seeing, come, where Millie at? Or, Millie, what's going on? Or, oh, she don't fuck with you, or whatever, whatever. And one of the things that's annoying to deal with is nobody clearing shit up. And everybody got their own reason for why they do or do not do shit. Like somebody might feel like, you know what it is, so I'm not clearing shit up with them. But I do feel like there comes a point where, just so we make sure, like, everybody know everything good, like, we do have to say something at a certain point, if that's what it is. And I don't feel like it's asking too much for that to take place. I don't think it's too much for somebody to be like, child, ain't nothing wrong. I'm moving on to other things. That's all. But shout out to you. So I feel like it just is what it is. Once again, you take it on the chin.
Now, I will say this. This is my opinion at this point. So, you just heard what Millie said. And I will give her the credit that is due. Ross should have did a farewell episode, especially the fact that it's been months, okay? if you was watching On Site every Tuesday, 8 p.m., you know, and it's nothing against Raw. Raw's a celebrity, you know, but because Raw has stated she didn't like celebrity gossip, you brought somebody on the show, being MilagroGramz, to do the celebrity gossip column. And so if you ever watched the show, half the time Raw did not know what the hell was going on, and that's on period. She runs a whole gossip blog, but she don't be keeping up with the gossip. You ain't gotta do both. You feel me? But yeah, so it does suck to feel like, I'm not saying Raw used her, absolutely not. It was a business transaction. But to open a new podcast and don't tell the person you worked with on your old podcast, you know, that it's not going to work out anymore, is crazy. Because that just feels like, at least to me, that I was feeling used. But that's not the case. Raw did not need a Millie. She already had, you know, it's on site, the blog. She already got people working behind the scenes, making sure that her blog's successful. But you also knew a lot of drama that came with It's On Site. And again, did not come from Raw. Came from the side of Millie. And so, as she said, shows are saying, you know, you bad for business. You had, you know, her ex-best friend, Noir, if y'all remember who the hell he is. That was drama that came through her platform to the show, because people can't separate business from pleasure. I'm going to call it that. You know, Raw Ali fell out with her old best friend, Richard Lomax. That was a stir, but Raw's good at ignoring bitches when she don't want to deal with shit, and she does that very well, and that's on period. So, you know, it could be a whole lot of factors, but as Billy said, they ended on good terms. There was nothing wrong between them two, but, you know, things happen, and it is what it is. I'll just say this, though. Millie, you should be proud of yourself, because even with the length of time you were on site, you did meet certain celebrities. It did open the door for you to talk to Nicki Minaj. And you have taken over Station Head as a blogger. Not someone that plays music and stuff, but as a blogger. So you should be very happy with what you've done so far on that platform, because you've been number one plenty of times. They've put you on the promo for Station Head. So, and you did Messy Monday for a time on It's On Site on the blog. So, girl, kudos to you. And you still are holding down your own platform. But yeah, I can see why that's fucked up. But, you know, moving 2024 into your thing, as you're doing now, and it is what it is. But yeah, it does feel kind of messy. But who am I? I'm just doing this commentary. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Someone once told me the grass is much greener on the other side.